Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge breaking up to the minute stuff. Joe Biden extremely likely to drop out this weekend. Barack Obama now coming out and saying he needs to really evaluate where he stands. That's the official word from Obama. He's totally turned on Biden. I said this would happen. I said after the debate it was a token tweet. He always planned to not have Biden run, and now we are seeing the absolute avalanche of polling after the assassination attempt. Libs had their little cope sesh yesterday where they were like, the attempt didn't help Trump at all. Well, we're seeing every swing state Trump with a huge lead, not only over Biden, but also over Kamala. We're going to look at all these polls. We're going to go through everything that's being reported. Axios coming out with the report earlier today saying that top Dems are pressuring Biden. They want him gone by the weekend, and we would expect it to be Kamala, but this is a little bit interesting because of the DNC. Would they try a different strategy? Could someone else be propped up? Would other candidates really want to be propped up at this point with how strong Trump is after everything that has happened to him? Maybe they all sit back. The real question is, if it is Kamala, who's the VP? What's their strategy behind that? I would imagine they would want Newsom, but would Newsom really want to do that? We will see. We've got swing state polling. This is the important polls right now. It has Kamala against Trump. Trump +7 against Kamala in Pennsylvania. This is after the attempt. 15th through 16th is when this poll was taken. Nevada, Trump with a double-digit lead over her. And then also Trump up by 8 in Arizona. All good news, good polls for Trump, but it's not just Trump against Kamala. It is also him against Biden in terms of how he's performing. We've also got Trump up 10 over Kamala in Georgia. Now, I will caution people, obviously, she's not the official Democratic nominee, so they will pump her significantly, and by doing that, that's going to at least bring her up, I would say, at least 1 or 2 points. So it's not like Trump's going to, be up by this much. These are crazy leads. Florida, I do think he's going to win, if it is Kamala, by around 10, maybe over 10, depending. Pennsylvania up by 7. Even if he's up by 6 or 5, that's a huge lead in. I would consider Pennsylvania the most important swing state, the most important state in general in this election. Nevada, Trump with a double-digit lead. And then those were just the 2 polls that I talked about in the last tweet. We do have more Emerson polls. This was a midnight polling update. This is against Biden. So the national right now, Trump +4. That's just the popular vote. That is a crazy, crazy lead for Donald Trump. North Carolina, not unexpected. I think they're going to give up North Carolina. The Democratic Party is. That's not a swing state. Trump's sitting +7 right now. I think Trump's going to win that probably by 5 or 6. Arizona, Trump sitting +7. I think Democrats will still fight in Arizona. Georgia, Trump +6. I think for sure Georgia's going back to the right in 2024. Nevada, Trump +5. Pennsylvania, Trump +5. Wisconsin, Trump +5. Michigan is Trump +3. Obviously, Democrats really, really going to be investing a ton of money in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. I also think Arizona and possibly maybe Georgia, maybe Nevada, but those 3 states, the Rust Belt states, they are the most important when it comes to the 2024 election cycle, mainly because the Republicans were able to change the math, and now Ohio and Florida are both pure Republican states. Trump doesn't have to fend off Biden in Texas. He doesn't have to fend off Biden in Iowa. He's got an unbelievable map right now. And again, I'm saying Biden, it's very likely, I'm saying it's probably going to be Kamala by the weekend. I came out yesterday and said, based off all this information, we had the RNC, everyone was distracted. There were huge things that came out. Biden gets COVID. He says earlier in the day, if he gets some type of illness, he's probably going to drop out. I'm not saying COVID is the reason. Obviously, it's not. They just want him out because he's really old and he's basically unelectable at this point. And obviously, there's a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to the whole democratic process that they're trying to defend. We're going to get to that here in a second. But these polls are all amazing for Trump. There's no other way around it. This is the boost you get from showing your country you're willing to take a bullet for them. And this is not surprising. I knew this was going to end up happening. We do have the reports, Axios saying Biden may decide to drop out of the presidential race as soon as this weekend, according to several top Democrats who believe the rising pressure will persuade the 81-year-old, to drop out. And now we've got betting markets admitting and saying that there's an 80% chance based on the money that Biden will drop out. I think it might get over 90% by tomorrow, and it could become very obvious that once the RNC is over, some people are saying, well, maybe Biden will do it tomorrow to try and take away from Trump's speech tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen because it seems like maybe Biden will last to the weekend, but maybe they'll wait for Biden to get better from COVID and then do some type of rally. I mean, this is going to be a big moment for the Democrats when Biden steps down. And obviously, this is a situation where they didn't want to do the 25th Amendment. They know how messy that would be. And so there was also a report that the Kamala people were telling Biden that he needs to drop out, that it's over. So that is another thing that is happening right now. So big report there. And again, I think by tomorrow, it might become so obvious. The betting markets, poly market might be around like 95% chance Biden drops out. I'm not sure, but based off of the recent surge, this is the Obama stuff. Barack Obama saying, reported by Fox News, that Biden needs to seriously consider the viability of his candidacy. He has turned on him. He wanted this to come out. It would not come out if he didn't want it to. Apparently, Michelle Obama is pissed off at the Bidens right now as well. There's kind of some infighting going on. Obviously, everything that's been reported by liberal media, by conservative media, they all hate Jill and they all hate Hunter. Those are the two that were keeping Biden in the first place. But the pressure has gotten too much, and it looks like Biden will succumb to it. Dems now believe Biden will exit. It would be a slap in the face of democracy if the elites force Joe out. Well, this will be 3 straight times now. 2016, they rigged it against Bernie. 2020, they told all the other candidates to drop out to conceal the vote to Biden so he wouldn't lose possibly to Bernie there. And then 2024, they are forcing Biden out, and they will be picking the candidate again. This is 3 straight primaries now where the Democrats have blatantly rigged it. This is the party that says democracy is on the line in 2024. Now we've also got people admitting, many Democrat fanatics saying that they wish Trump had been shot and had been killed. Trump right now the favorite in the election. But no, to save democracy, we must kill the opponent who's the favorite to beat us right now. This is crazy. Whenever they say democracy, it's total crap. They want Trump. A lot of them, I mean, they've admitted it. They've admitted it that they want Trump dead to save democracy. The current favorite to be the president via voting, they're saying needs to be killed, and they're sad that the bullet missed him, and now we've got the last 3 primary cycles, 2016, 2020, 2024. They've all been rigged by the Democratic donors, by the Democratic establishment. But no, they're the party of democracy, remember? It's total crap. We've got breaking. Majority of Americans think the U.S. Secret Service and local law enforcement should be investigated. Well, listen, guys. I actually saw an interesting video from the water tower. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, whether it's a conspiracy or whatever. I don't think there was a shooter on the water tower. But if you go and watch that video, if you wanted to be, legitimate about it, and because this kid, it's just the idea that this 20-year-old shrimp weirdo would just trounce around the exterior of it, with a rangefinder 2 hours before the thing. They take photos of him, and then la-di-da-di-da, he's got his AR, he climbs up his little Home Depot ladder, goes across, and lays down, and you've got Trump supporters saying, why was Trump? They knew about the kid before Trump took the stage. The shooting happened really early on into the rally. If you go back to the timeline, it was 12 minutes in. It's so ridiculous. But if there was actually, if it was a real, because my thought process is there's no way this could be just a mess up. It's impossible. It is literally impossible. But from that water tower, that would be a crazy shot. That would be legit. This kid doing this, there's zero, they would have stopped him. There is no way that based on, if you look at where Trump is, the line of sight of that roof, and it's unbelievable. There's also a report that maybe the counter snipers, the ones that went viral, they might have been blocked by a tree or something. They actually weren't the ones that killed Crooks. It was the snipers behind him. So that's also been reported as well. Nothing says democracy like holding a fake primary and then having donors handpick a nominee. No. They love democracy. It's Trump and the Republicans who hate it. Of course, this is what I was talking about. Imagine if someone actually tried a shot from on top of the water tower. It's not, I think that's not true, but it would be crazy if that actually happened. But everyone's looking around. Here is, well, I don't really want to show this because this is another YouTuber. But this is a really good thing if you can find the video on the bullets just missing Trump. Trump is on stage right here. This is the gunman, 460 feet approximately to where he is. And then you have two different snipers. They say that this snipers, the ones that I believe went viral, they might have been blocked by a tree, and the further away snipers that were not, shown in the video possibly were the ones that killed Crooks. So there is also that. And so that's really the big stuff going on right now. But I would say Biden gone by the weekend. There's no way. Okay, I had said last week there's just too many people on record, too many Democrats on record saying they want Biden out. He can't recover from this. And now Obama's come out. It's just too far. I mean, remember Nancy Pelosi basically gaslighting Biden. Biden says like 5 times, I'm staying in, I'm staying in, I'm staying in. Then Nancy Pelosi does an interview and says he has to decide what he's going to do. Cory Booker does an interview yesterday on CNN. He has to decide what he's going to do. The CNN anchor's like, he's decided, and then Booker gives a non-answer. It's too far gone. He's got to go. They are on record at this point. All the top Democrats, Chuck Schumer last night, the report saying that he needs to reconsider and possibly consider dropping out. I think he's going to be gone by the weekend, maybe on Friday, maybe tomorrow, to try and steal the thunder away from Trump. This is a political move, but we will have to see with Trump's speech happening tonight, the grand finale at the RNC. They're going to immediately try and take back the spotlight, but it's really not a good spotlight to have. I mean, you're replacing Biden. We've all been vindicated. We all said in 2020 before the election, there's no way Biden can last 4 years, and he probably should have been removed 2 years ago. We know they were blatantly lying about his health and how much he was contributing to the administration, and all those Democrats that said Biden was this great president. I mean, I don't know how much he actually contributed to doing anything within this administration outside of maybe the first 2 years. Because you could at least make an argument, maybe he could limp through, do some deals based on the amount of experience, the relationships that he has, but I think he's been a vegetable for probably over a year now, and it's a total clown show, and the Democrats realize it. And the key thing is, no matter how much independents hate Trump or they think he's this crazy figure, number one, a lot of those people now have sympathy for Trump after surviving that assassination attempt, so that's changed things, and that's why you're seeing Trump blowing out Biden now in every swing state. But number two, independents are looking at Biden and saying, we cannot be this stupid and vote for this guy. Like, even if we hate Trump, it's just with Biden, we know there's zero chance he's going to make it 4 more years. We're not going to waste our vote with Biden when we know Kamala is just going to come in 3 months into his second term. This is so dumb. Like, we're just not going to do that. So we'll vote for RFK, we'll vote for Jill Stein, or we'll vote for Trump, or we just won't vote at all. So that's what the Democrats are thinking, even though technically Biden is performing better than Kamala in a lot of these polls against Trump head-to-head, which is another interesting thing. Again, I think Kamala is going to get a boost for sure. They're going to do the whole thing. Or we don't know for sure it's going to be Kamala. Maybe someone else comes in, but it seems at this point, Newsom's pretty much been ruled out. Michelle Obama said she's not doing it. Whitmer, I think, probably won't do it. Maybe she'll be the VP. Maybe Newsom will be. This is all hypothetical, but that is the current situation going on within the Democratic Party. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.